As we approach the end of the month, the end of the quarter, and also the end of the first half of the year, what do we know? Well, risk assets have been on a rampage. And if you are one of those brave individuals buying since the start of the year, then kudos to you. If not, do not worry, as there are literally opportunities every single day in these markets. And with the macroeconomic outlook remaining tense, expect volatility that we can benefit from. Hi, Connor Woods here, market coach at Forex Signals and howtotrade.com. Last week was another big one for the central bankers. What about that Bank of England surprise 50 basis points rate hike? Well, there's plenty more to get stuck into this week, with nothing more important than the Core PCE Price Index, the Federal Reserve's primary tool for measuring inflation. That, alongside US GDP and central bank governor talks, will dominate our screens. So, let's focus and prepare our charts for trading week number 26 of 2023. We're going to be going through the top 3 markets to look at. Number 1, Bitcoin. Number 2, EURUSD. And number 3, the NASDAQ. Okay, so the first market we should look at is definitely this Bitcoin market, which has been on a remarkable run really since the beginning of the year. But also last week we had some fantastic bullish candles we see here. And that's off the back of Jerome Powell's comments saying that cryptocurrency industry as a whole does have staying power, something that he's not said before really. So here's that run out, here's that breakout above this flag pattern. I'll be very surprised if we don't get a retest or a test of 31,000. But from there, I'm looking for higher targets now in Bitcoin, at least to come and fill that 37,000 mark. Do we get that this week? Potentially not, but definitely if we're looking for any buying opportunities, from around the retest of this at 27,000, we can really target 37,000 in the medium term. Our second market is EURUSD, and there's a few situations here that come out this week. Are we potentially forming this head and shoulders pattern we see here? It's only potentially, but if you have a look here, potentially this right shoulder's forming. If that was the case, then really we need to look for that breakdown below that neckline we can see around 1.07496. If we get a break below there, I could see a move down towards that 200-day moving average, where I would expect some support. If this doesn't materialize, then really we should just be gunning for any buying opportunities that can get us towards this liquidity we see at 1.109, and then really aim for that 1.12 level as a next wave of upside here in EURUSD. Market number 3, the NASDAQ, more of the same. Well, you would expect so, because I'll be trying to look for any signs of divergence, any signs of weakness in this rally. And as it stands right now, I can't really see it. It's a really difficult market to try and call the top for, that's for sure. Therefore, we have to go with the momentum that we can see is clearly bullish right now. What I like about this target that we've got here on this blue line is that we can see a triple high here. That's massive amounts of liquidity which is yet to be taken out, and that's something that I'm definitely going to be aiming for in this market. Let me just tag that quickly. Our buy side liquidity, that's sitting at around 15,300, and that's going to be my shorter term target for the first few days of this week. If we get a break above there, then we could unlock the likes of 16,500 in the medium term. However, we may see, after we take this liquidity, some sort of pullback down to at least maybe this 50-day moving average around the mid 14,000s. It has been a fascinating, intriguing first half of 2023 with risk assets leading the way. Be careful of month-end flows this week as we say goodbye to Q2 of 2023, and with events such as the panel discussion in Portugal, inflation data and economic growth data, this week is shaping up to be a great one. Be sure to check in with the trading room for analysis and trade ideas as they develop. As always, trade well, and we'll see you on our next live stream.